Hello guys, welcome back to the news. As Nigerians mourns the death of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tarid Lagbaja, there would be a massive shake-up in the Nigerian army and some top generals would be affected. Now, a major redeployment of top generals in the Nigerian army looms following the death of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tarid Lagbaja. It was reported that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu would soon pronounce the newly promoted Lieutenant General Oluyade as the substantive Chief of Army Staff. It was learnt that this would be subjected to the confirmation of the Senate, after which they might be reshuffling in the army. A top military officer who doesn't want his name in the print because mourning was still ongoing explained some of the corps mates of Oluyade would be redeployed to the defense headquarters. When asked of how many generals were likely to be retired, he added that none of the 39 regular corps would be asked to retire, but some would also be taken to some of the service institutions of the military to serve. As it stands now, the CDS corpsmates, 38 RC, had all proceeded on retirement since last year, after Lagbaja and other service chiefs' appointments, but many members of the 39 RC are still in service and some of them would only be redeployed. Meanwhile, President Tinubu, the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, the Speaker of the House of Reps, Abbas Tajudeen, governors and other prominent Nigerians yesterday mourned the demise of Lieutenant General Lagbaja. As a result of the death, the president ordered the indefinite postponement of the Federal Executive Council meeting billed to hold on Wednesday. This, according to the special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, was done to honor the deceased, who was said to have died on Tuesday night in Lagos after a brief illness. President Tinubu, who said that a new date for the meeting would be announced later, stated he regretted to announce the passage of the top military officer. The Vice President Kashim Shettima and other cabinet members were already seated when the president took the decision. The Vice President, who announced the president's decision, called for a minute of silence from cabinet members in honor of the late army chief. Guys, it's happening. Now, the presidency had confirmed Lagbaja's death yesterday, and Tinubu had earlier on Tuesday promoted Olufemi Oluyade, a major general, to the rank of lieutenant general less than a week after appointing him as the acting chief of army staff. Oluyade formally took over the leadership of the Nigerian army in acting capacity last Friday, where the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, lamented that the position of acting COAS was new to the military tradition. The President of the Senate, who expressed sadness over the death of Lagbaja, described him as a fine officer who gave his all for the security and the unity of the country. Guys, Lagbaja died barely a year after he was appointed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, marking a tragic blow to the nation's military leadership. It was reported that President Tinubu had on Friday appointed a 56-year-old Olufemi Oluyade, who was only promoted to the rank of Lieutenant General on Tuesday, as acting Chief of Army Staff, pending the expected return of Lagbaja from medical leave. But that was not to be. Lagbaja's death marked the second time an army chief would die in 3 years. The other army chief, Lieutenant General Ibrahim Attahiru, was appointed in January 2021 to replace Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai as COAS, who died just months into his tenure in May 2021. Attahiru died when his aircraft reportedly encountered severe weather conditions and crashed, killing him and 10 members of his entourage while on an official assignment from Abuja to Kaduna State. Now, we heard of Lagbaja's death. So, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, had initially scheduled the meeting, that's the Federal Executive Council meeting, but postponed it due to the mourning of General Lagbaja, whose death was announced by the presidency. So, my country people, what are your thoughts on this? Now, it seems there will be a massive shake-up in the Nigerian military due to Lagbaja's death. Before now, we heard rumors of Lagbaja's death. The presidency came and dismissed those rumors, that those rumors were not true. Later on, they appointed someone as COAS in the place of Lagbaja, and then they told Nigerians that Lagbaja was ill. His absence was because of an illness, so he was on medical leave. And this person now will serve as his replacement pending, the time of his medical leave. Little did we know that Lagbaja would leave us, that Lagbaja would leave this earth. So, my country people, at this point, we don't know what's happening in the Nigerian military. It's just so unfortunate that, it's as if we saw Lagbaja's death coming, because the presidency tried to hide it. They hid it from the masses. We heard of this death few weeks before now, but the presidency dismissed these rumors. Just yesterday, they announced the death of Lagbaja. And now there will be a massive shake-up in the Nigerian army due to the death of Lagbaja. So, my country people, the Deputy President of the Senate, Jubrin, in a statement by his Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, had talked about the virtues of the late Army Chief, where he noted that Lagbaja served with honor, courage, and dedication throughout his military career. Lagbaja was appointed as the Chief of Army Staff by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on June 19, 2023. That was when he became the Chief of Army Staff. And other persons, including the Speaker of the House of Reps, have joined Nigerians to mourn the late Army Chief. May his soul rest in peace. And I really hope that this new person would follow in the steps of Lagbaja. It is indeed a huge misfortune for Nigerians. Lagbaja had, really done a great job as a soldier, as a chief of the army staff. So, my country people, even the governor of Osun State, Governor Ademola Adeleke, had declared a 3-day mourning in the honor of the late Chief of Army Staff, Lagbaja, where he openly described the death of the COAS as devastating and a loss to humanity and the nation. The late Army Chief would not be forgotten. Guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.